Ahem. Beans?
And you're?
Welcome to Tep Talk with the Ice.
It's me, yes sir.
Fucking Iceman. So, want to talk to y'all about the state of gaming, bro. Kind of fucking sucks.
Ass.
It's kind of ass. Like, have you ever thought about, like, when games release? Like, what are your expectations when a game releases? Do you, like, genuinely think they release, like, well made? Like, do you think a game is gonna be buggy on release? Like, is that, like, the new expectation? Because I feel like it should.
It's always is now.
Like, it's ass.
Nowadays.
Like, bro, like, Pokemon was buggy. Atomic Heart was buggy.
Atomic Heart. You can't even play the game. That's how buggy it
Like,
was. They told you to re-download something. And when you get a game, they give you a patch as soon as you buy the game already to patch it in. Or it comes in DLC.
Like, dude, in fighting games, Smash was okay. Like, Smash at least released with like 70-some characters, but like, so many fighting games released with like 20 characters, and then there's like another 20 of DLC.
So you don't get the full game. You have to pay, basically.
Games just launch so bad. Like, so bad. I don't know why. Like, the quality of game, like, releases are just so bad. Like, I remember people used to fucking midnight release every game all the time. That's not a thing.
No, that culture, that's gone. It's dead.
Well, I think most of it was Call of Duty and like games like that because
FPS.
they were actually good. COD was actually good. I do think the new COD's not bad, but it's not the same.
It's better than it was in a long time.
It is. It is. It's not bad, but like the only game really, like, the only two games last year that I could really think that like released good were like Elden Ring
and Tiny Tina
and God of War.
Tiny Tina was alright.
Yeah, Tiny Tina did.
That's fine.
Tiny Tina was my game of the year last year, in my opinion.
God of War, Elden Ring, and Tiny Tina.
And like, you know, bro, it's every genre of game. Like, do this. Like,
no, yeah, it's not specific anymore.
It's even Nintendo, like, bro, fucking Strikers, dude. My God.
God, man, Strikers. They didn't have. Oh my God! First of all,
they didn't have to do us like that,
they
bro.
did us dirty on Strikers.
They had to do us like that.
Everybody wanted Strikers. They talked about it. It was like the most requested game that from Nintendo. Strikers. They came back. What do we get? Nothing. And then we had to wait for a DLC for.
They didn't even have a story mode, bro. Nothing. Like,
nothing. Dude.
No mini games. Nothing. It's just soccer.
I remember for old Strikers, like how there were so many modes. There was a story.
Like, bro, they at least have like a cup mode. Like, at least like try to win the tournament.
A tournament.
Yeah, a tournament mode, cup mode.
Literally,
something.
that's what they do in sports.
Fucking
games,
something. Yeah. That's just basic. That is so basic. Like, bare bones. Something. Like, it's just nothing.
And then they try adding DLC characters.
Games released with no content. Like, bro, fucking Pokemon really dropping these like 7-star terror rates for mons that you can't actually use.
Nope, they're not in the Pokédex, bro.
It's so ass, bro. Like,
doesn't make any sense. You can't use them competitively. Cinderace is here, can't use it. Now the Decidueye just came out in the release. Guess what? Can't use the Decidueye.
No.
Competitively, but
no Greninja, no Cinderace, no Decidueye, no Charizard.
No Walking Wake or Iron Thorn, which
bro,
got a whole big special presentation.
They're just Paradox Mons.
They're literally Paradox Mons. That's what they are. And you can't use them because they're not part of the...
How are they not in the decks? They're Mons from the game. Like, they're Paradox Mons.
Remember in Sword and Shield when you got Mons from events, they updated the decks and you get to see them in the decks and they have a whole entry.
Like I don't get it. Like, goddamn, dude. I don't know how Pokemon is like how Scarlet and Violet were like so successful. Like I know so many people that just boycotted that shit. Like Poyo didn't buy it.
A lot of people didn't buy it, but at the same time, it's one of the most profitable.
Like how? There must be hella kids buying that shit, dude. There must be hella kids playing that. Dude, and you know, I know for a fact that like the level of content being made in Pokemon is just not. It's not at the level that it was. But I know the views and the success are higher, and it's so weird to me because it's so dumbed down. Like, oh, what's a Sun team, or the choice specs, or this? Like, it's so like. I feel like Pokemon content creators talk to people that have never played Pokemon.
Because that's the audience that now watches
like
Pokemon.
It is like.
And they'll argue it's a kid's game now, but back then we were kids and we were struggling.
Like, dude, like, there's no way. Like, do you think that there's more kids watching that or like playing these games that are new, like new from Scarlet and Violet that have never played it, right? That are brand new, starting in Gen 9, than there is any time before that? Like, you know what I mean?
No, the audience who's already been in Pokemon are way more greater than people who just got into.
You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's so weird to like talk like that. Like, bro, choice specs and these items that I see people talking about, like they've been around for like 10, 15 years, bro. You don't need to make content on that.
Choice Card came out like Gen 3.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta talk like
They'll break it down.
Like, bro, like, Sun has been around for, like, forever. You don't need to, like, I just, like, they're like, oh, it's a kid's game. Like, bro, like, that shit's been around for so long, dude. Like, that's why, like, I want to make content. I genuinely feel like I can just do it better. I feel like the level of content just is so, like, it's bad most of the time. But
pretty mediocre right now.
I will say though, what we have been getting into is fucking competitive Smash. Like, watching it is fucking hype though.
Oh,
I took a long time like not watching it, and mostly because I think Wi-Fi was just really bad. But dude, now that offline is like back all the time, like it's fucking hype as hell, dude. Different. Tweak, Light, bro. Like, Fox and Ultimate is fucking cracked.
It is,
and it's so fun to watch. Like, it's like Melee Fox, dude. Like, he's just. It's insane.
The movement on Fox is just insane to watch.
Bro, he just fucking smothers you, dude. Like, it's just insane.
Like, one hit, gets you to 60% on nair, back, tilt.
It's just, like, smothers you. Like, it's just overwhelming.
Fox is always the quintessential Rushdown character of Smash.
He is.
Like, the face of Rushdown is Fox.
Like, he's fucking cool.
When you think of Smash, the first characters you usually think of are like Fox. And not even Mario. I think of Fox more than Mario. Das over Smash.
Because Melee.
The Melee culture.
I mean, Fox was good in Smash 4. But he's really fucking broken.
He's now back up there.
Like, I know he got buffed at one time. Like, he was, like, good in the beginning, but he got that, like, down air buff was, like, pretty nice.
That helped him a lot. And the problem was it was the Wi-Fi era.
That was really it. Like,
killed it, because Fox on Wi-Fi was terrible.
No.
It wasn't the same.
No, he was bad on Wi-Fi.
Like, the Wi-Fi era characters that you used to see are very different now than offline.
Yeah, the tier list and, like, the meta is so different, dude. So different. Like, but, yeah, like, and even, like, the DLC, like, killed the game. Like, that Smash is, like, the only game I can really think of that, like, kind of got worse over time.
this is a problem even in Smash 4. DLC killing Smash. It killed Smash 4.
I just feel like they try so hard to make the DLC. Like, I get that, like, you want to make the DLC, like, worth buying.
The money to pay for.
Right.
But
I don't think that... But they don't... They're not thinking, like, competitive when they're doing
They're not thinking about the other cast. They're just thinking about that character, how much you pay for it, and trying to make it the best. But they're leaving out other...
They're trying to make them intuitive. And, like... They're trying to make a cool stage. There has been cool like DLC stages though, like Hollow Bastion's pretty cool. What's Sephiroth's stage?
Literally, oh my god, what's it called? It's
something canyon or whatever.
Something. It's awesome.
Yeah, like that stage's pretty lit. I actually really like the Minecraft stage a lot.
Even though it's not legal, it's still a fun
like
stage.
I still play on it. Like Hazard's off, but
of course we're not building.
Yeah. No.
But
no.
But DLC in Smash.
Like like back to Dragon Ball for a second. Like Xenoverse 2 has like 50 DLC characters.
Oh yeah.
Like it's insane.
That
has like the largest roster. That's like ultimate roster, like size.
But the game is basically DLC.
Hmm?
Like the game you bought is not nearly even half of what the DLC is. Like
even fighters, like they have like 3 fucking season passes or whatever. It's just like I remember when you bought a season pass, that was all the DLC for a game.
You get everything in one. But now they have waves to get more money. It's just the way things are now.
Speaking of waves, does anyone give a fuck about Mario Kart DLC?
No.
What are the new courses coming? Do you know?
All I know is a couple of one big Yoshi Island's coming. It's a new course. It's not even like a remade course. It's just a flat
brand
new course. Yeah.
Like never before?
Yeah. What people are thinking about, like now the Mario Kart 8, now we're getting new character. They're bringing a brand new course that's never been released ever. People are thinking about now they might be making like DLC special. Like maybe next pass we're gonna get another character and another new stage.
Out of all the characters you can add though to that game, like would Birdo be the one?
Birdo would be my first choice of characters to come back. But I know Birdo's been like a Mario Kart staple in a weird way.
More than I don't know, Funky Kong.
Funky Kong, that's what I'm saying. Funky Kong was my first instinct choice.
You would fucking play it as they brought back Funky Kong.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, part of the Mario Kart Wii experience. Funky Kong had busted stats, but he was still cool. Like it was just cool playing Funky Kong.
He's the culture. Like he's just part of the culture, dude. Like you know what I mean? Like.
And honestly, back to the Mario Kart 8 thing, it's bad. Why are you doing this? The waves are taking too long. They're stretched out as fudge.
That game came out in 2014.
Yep. 2014. What year is it now?
2014. That was 9 years ago.
2022.
It's 23 now.
23 now.
Yeah.
That is the longest running game. Now,
it's approaching like GTA 5 levels.
GTA 5 levels of like keep updating.
Like it's kind of ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. We haven't had new Mario Kart game since 2014.
Yeah.
I don't count Deluxe as different. That's literally the same game, just DLC add-on.
It's the same game.
It's the same game. It's not different.
Like
Link came.
Link came, but it's just. That's just bad, dude. Like we still go back and play old games because new games are ass. Like there's a reason why we still play Smash 4 years later. There's a reason why fucking our friend Troy and all of our roommates and shit play Overwatch 6 years later. Because new games are just ass most of the time. Like. It didn't used to be like that though.
No, back then though, there was no such thing as like patching in things. They had to make it perfect on release because that was the only chance they could ever get.
Yeah.
Or the game was ruined.
Yeah, like imagine if you played like Mario 64 and like there's just a glitch like you couldn't get in the castle or something.
You're locked down. Oh my god. You're locked out of Peach's castle. That's the first thing. and they can't patch
Like,
it.
there's no day one patch.
The game's done.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just over.
The
Like,
way they duped that though was they literally had to waste money and release another copy of another version. But that would take too much money. Like they had to make sure it was right. Nowadays they get lazy because they know they can DLC patch in things. They know we're gonna buy it still because it's the title.
That's the thing. Like we're fucking suckers though, bro. Like companies they can just release anything. And like if you just put Pokemon on the title, like on the cover, people are gonna flock to it and buy it, including us.
Yeah, in general.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is.
Like when Pokemon Unite came out, I didn't know anything about mobile gaming or anything like that, but I saw Pokemon and I was like, okay, it's Pokemon. I'm getting it.
Yeah, that's just how it is, and they know that, so they can just release whatever we want. Like for all the gamers out there, bro, like you gotta. I highly suggest not pre-ordering games. Like wait a week or a couple days, see how the game launches. If it launches like fucking Scarlet and Violet did, where the game's like almost unplayable, when it's buggy as hell, when the game is in dire need of patches, like don't buy it. Don't support it. Don't buy it. Yeah, don't support it. Like if companies are gonna keep getting your money for free, they're gonna keep releasing.
They're gonna keep
games.
doing the same thing. Again, you have to put your foot down and stand up and do something different, or they're gonna keep doing the same thing. If you want better, then you can't support that. But basically, by buying it, you're just saying, I'm fine. I've settled for this. I'm okay with you doing this.
You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stand up for it. Especially fucking Madden, bro. Shit is ass.
Talk about a game more buggier than Scarlet and Violet.
That might be the only one.
That's the top one.
Like, don't buy it. Force EA to fucking do something. Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
get their stuff together, man.
It's embarrassing. And they all know it. Everybody knows it, dude. It's ass.
People, one time, remember people lost their, whole datas in the gaming.
Yeah.
Like, that was a
you just lost your franchise mode.
That was it. And they're still continuing on making stuff. And
see, Madden, they focus on fucking Ultimate Team, which is microtransactions and buying cards and all that shit, and that's how they get a fuck ton of money. Like Madden's still incredibly like they make a fuck ton of money. They make it's insanely profitable, and I hate it. Like I never really got into Ultimate Team because it's just you have to pay. Basically, Ultimate Team is you build a team with player cards that you have to pay virtual currency for those who don't know. So people will buy packs of cards with virtual currency that they pay real money to get, and then
there it is.
Yeah, and that's where they get their money, and it's just
another take. Gaming has turned into
microtransactions are bad. So ass. It's loot boxes ass, microtransactions ass.
Every game about basically has done that method now and going towards that route now. That's how they get money, and it works, and we'll buy it. I am embarrassed to admit I spent so much money on Unite skins. Now I don't play that game anymore, but that's what you do. You get hyped into it, you start buying stuff, and then
it's almost like, oh, this person has it. I want to be like that. I want that shit too.
I want to be in that realm too. Like I want to feel.
I want fucking Firefighter Blastoise too.
Right. I want Hoodie Gengar, like whatever. Right? I want to look like that. That's cool. And then you get it, and then you're like, well, I'm bored of it now. Like in a couple of days, now something else came out. Let me buy that. You just get bored of it, and then you sit back and you look like I spent all this money on all these old $80 or something spent on that game. I'm like, well,
ass. So ass. They better not fuck up Budokai Tenkaichi G4. They better not fuck that up.
Are you even looking forward to it working on release nowadays? Knowing gaming, how the pattern has been.
If that game releases with under 20 under 20 characters, I'd be upset. You gotta understand, there's 5 or 6 different Gokus, There's like 5 different Vegetas.
Yeah.
There's like 4 different Trunks and Gohans, and there's 2 Piccolos now.
Yep.
You know,
There's all
Krillin. They're androids.
Krillin,
You can have Super and Dragon Ball Z characters. Like you have Beerus. You can have Broly and Jiren and Hit and Kefla. Like it should be like the fighters cast.
DBZ doesn't only get like franchise I can think of. I have one character, but multiple different types of that one character over and over again, but they're different.
I mean, Smash has like 3 Links and 2 Marios, and
But the level of big in like DBZ, there's so many different Gokus, there's so many Trunks, because it's the way that there's different anime arcs and stories and everything, so you can just put them all together.
Like,
but
I really like Fighters cast. Like, I think that cast is like super cool. Like I personally think Dragon Ball Fighters is the best Dragon Ball game ever made.
over Budokai,
Yeah, it's the best one. Like,
it's still going.
Like I feel like Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is like in a heartfelt spot for a lot of people because it was on PS2 and nostalgic.
That's
Yes,
the way. That's the word.
but Fighters is really good. Like the mechanics of the game is just like really good. I just can't play it because the controls are too hard. If the controls were easier to play fighting games, I'd play them.
well, just get good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that shit is so ass, dude.
get good.
The Get Good shit is just so
Get good is the
fucking
dumbest
ass.
fucking saying
That shit is so toxic, dude.
ever.
Like, it's just
you just dismiss any
yeah.
problem or any thought. If you say get good, you legitimately don't have anything to contribute in the conversation. You don't have no thought.
Not at all.
You're just saying.
Not at all. Like,
I'm struggling in a game.
like you
I
can
can't-
point out an actual flaw in a game, like, oh, the hitbox of the sword extends 2 feet past the sword, and I keep getting hit by it. Like, why does it do that? And you just be like, get good. Like, why? The game's not functioning properly. Like, that's
or
not.
you don't give me advice to do like go against that or anything. You just say get good because you don't know what to do.
Or also, little off topic. Half the games that come out don't come out with a fucking map, and you get fucking lost. And then when I'd be like, oh, I can't fucking figure out where to go. Like, where do I go? And people are just like, oh, get good. Figure it out. Get good. Like, bro, fuck out of here, dude. So dumb. And we all know what started this shit was fucking Dark Souls, dude. Like, I like Elden Ring. I genuinely think Elden Ring is a good game. I liked it.
It is.
Like, it's a good game.
It started.
It's too grindy for me. Like, the gameplay loop was just like, find the boss, die to the boss, keep grinding until you can beat the boss, and then just repeat over and over.
It worked for some people. Some people love that, and they start a whole gaming of Dark Souls, a whole genre.
But
the culture,
like, games don't have to be that hard, bro. Like, not every game needs to be played on hardest difficulty, and if you don't play on a hardest difficulty, you should not be shunned or say you're like ass at gaming for it or something. Like, Dark Souls legit destroyed casual gaming.
It did.
It did.
It did.
Like, it did.
No.
Everything has to be uber competitive. You have to be godlike at every game. Like, what if some people don't want to learn, like, bosses, like, moves? Like, not everybody wants to learn attack patterns. Not everybody wants all that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
some people just want to play the game, mash a bit, and kill the boss, and that's just feel.
you're not any less of a person if you want to do that.
But
Like, you're not any worse at gaming. Like,
it's getting ridiculous. This is the point where like you can't even have saves in the game. If you save, apparently having a save in the game is so bad too. Like,
dude, yeah.
Returnal, I remember like, oh, no save points here. Like,
Yeah, I couldn't save a
a lot
Returnal.
of people are like, well, you're just get good. You
Can't save an Atomic
You
Heart.
shouldn't be able to save. It's fine. You need to.
So bad. Like, you even be like, it's like, get good has like transcended gaming though. Like, it's not even, like, people just say it unironically just in real life. Like, just like, you don't have to be talking about gaming. Like, people just say, oh, get good. Like, it would be anything. It would be like,
It is like dead ass. Like somebody like today, I was asking them a question like, "Can you help me?" And they're like, "Oh, skill issue, get good." They said it, nothing to do with gaming. It was just something real life problem that was happening.
yeah, like,
And I
it's
walked
just
away like,
dumb. Like, instead of, like, it's just the easy way out talking to somebody. Like, it just makes me think you're so, like, ignorant and oblivious to anything. Like, you don't actually want to look past anything or look into a problem. Like, you just want a surface level response. Like, it's get good is just so dumb. Like, I highly suggest you stop saying it or using it. You're not smart. You're not better than anybody if you say it. Like, you're not insta godlike gamer if you say it. Like, you're not better than anybody else if you say it. Like, it's dumb. Like, gaming doesn't have to be uber competitive. Like, games don't have, every game is Souls-like. Every game is just so hard. Like,
they have to be over the top hard.
why is every game like punishing?
To
like,
be fun, which doesn't make sense at all.
Like, there's the Dark Souls games. There's fucking Bloodborne, and now there's like Wolong Dynasty is a Souls-like. Life of P is a fucking Souls-like. Every fucking game we were talking about, like, try to look up
Every game
the
we
other day is just like
it. And we played
intensely punishing. Every game like try to fucking find is like super hard, Souls-like combat or something. Like, why is everything like so intensely difficult?
And when we were talking about it and complaining about it, then people were like, "Oh, you're just not good at the game." And get
like if I just say like, "Hey, I don't want to play something like super uber challenging," people are just like, "Oh, get good." Like, you know, you ever work 8 hours a day and then come home from work and you want to relax? Like, playing a game. Like, games, like, some people like to relax and just chill. Like, you know what I mean?
I like challenging games, but there's a time and place for them. Not every game has to. Remember as a kid when you come home from school, long day, and you turn on a game and you can just play it casually. You don't have to worry about uber challenge. You can just stress your mind. I don't want to be stressed playing a game when I'm already stressed in real life. I play a game to be de-stressed, not to be more stressed.
Exactly. Like, playing these, like, super hard games are just so frustrating, like, infuriating. That's why I stopped playing Elden Ring. Like, it's just too fucking hard. Like, dude, fucking Tunic, bro. You can't even fucking walk in that game.
Tunic, that game is deceptively hard because it doesn't appear to be that way. But man, one step you could just die.
Just like, why is everything like?
You didn't know what to do. You had to figure out yourself.
Like, exploration is hard enough. Like, fucking. When I try to walk in 2 steps, there's like 80 enemies. Like, it's fucking like. What they call it, fucking bullet hell in 2 seconds. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, at the end of the day, don't say get good. Come up with an actual response, a thoughtful response, because you're a human being, like, with a brain. You can do it. I promise.
You can act like you care about opinions and stuff. Just don't say get good and simplify it and walk away.
And don't pre-order games. Just do yourself a favor. I promise. Pre-order bonuses are not worth. They're ass.
They're never worth.
They're ass in every game.
Did you see the Scarlet and Violet pre-order bonus?
Oh, a potion.
10 Pokeballs.
Like, ass. Ass.
Here was some challenge for you guys. Do not pre-order Breath of the Wild 2 Tears of the Kingdom. Don't do it. I want to do it because I love Breath of the Wild.
Don't do it.
But nowadays, don't do it. Don't do it.
We'll be talking about Breath of the Wild in another video, though.
So stay tuned for that one. Come back.
We'll be talking about that.
Come on back.
Don't worry. This has been Tap Talk with the Ice.
Yes, sir.
Your
Beans.
Peace.